Hello, fellow Fallout 4 builders. Old Man Rick here. Back at Starlight Drive-In Settlement. Well, it's early morning and all the caravanners are leaving. Wow, I can't believe it's been 3 months since I put out another video. But since then, I even had some encouragement by some people, especially I remember Emily. She wanted to see what I might do with my bare bones, just buildings only settlement here. She said she was interested in what I might do with it in decoration mode. So here it is. This is Harriet Mudd. She's the trader. And before, all of this was just completely empty. And I decided that under this canopy especially, I would just kind of throw out some things that kind of a junk trader would make. And fill that up with all kinds of goodies using the OC Decorator mod. And it's kind of a pain in the butt in some situations, but overall, man, it's just so great to put things down and they are there forever. You can't knock them off and knock them over and destroy everything, and neither can your NPCs. So coolest thing ever. So yeah, like giant amount of junk out here. At least somewhat out of the air, the weather. And there's Harriet just hanging out, ready to do some business with customers. Ooh, maybe I should have put that TV, which probably is an electrical shocking hazard outside, under the canopy. But whatever, it's a wasteland. No rules exist, right? Over to the other side, here at McCoy Medical Clinic, I just kind of spiffed this up by putting a kind of an outdoor waiting room, some magazines to read, some, clipboards. Maybe you should fill that out. Books to read, all kinds of good stuff. Expanding on all this, gosh, Harriet has so many things to sell. It actually spills out outside of the little boardwalk area. That's cool, I think. Oops, wayward concrete wall. Yes, those happen around here sometimes. Just because I want to, I'm always building stuff. You know how it goes. Sometimes you forget to put away your toys. But yeah, back to the back side of Harriet Mudd's trader post. There she is again. Yeah, she's got a little heater here and various things inside her structure that are just stored. Maybe I kind of did a big fail on, I don't know, it looks good that it's filled out, but I kind of did a big fail on, well, the most expensive items are actually outside in the weather. Between her shop and the building next door, I had to glitch in this motorcycle. Just because, for whatever stupid reason, even though I built this stupid thing, I kept having this problem where I guess I'm Old Man Rick, and I'm old enough that I kept getting lost and kept trying to go this direction to get to the front, and I would get trapped back in this little alleyway. So poor little stupid me. I guess I put that in just to block and remind myself, you can't go that way, dumbass. Over here, there's a little walkway to the front of the settlement, and I just kind of made that a nice little hangout area. Have a smoke, have a beer, warm yourself by the fire. And then finally, I already had this structure in place with the intent of making that Harriet's home. And oh, look at that! I added, gosh, what is it? UCO, unlock settlement objects. So now I can put these nice plants out here, just to kind of help fill in some space. There's another one. Inside her home. I always thought this was going to be a little tiny place, but I had confidence that I could build it out and make it kind of homey. And I think I achieved that by adding a fireplace and a TV, and here we are in the living room. I think that's a fun kind of area. And back to this side, there's a full little tiny kitchen and kitchenette, dinette area where she can enjoy a meal and have a guest. And it's awfully darn open. So here's her bedroom with all kinds of souvenirs and treasures and things that might be meaningful to her. So that's Harriet's place. And then going back, oh yeah, of course it's going to rain while I'm doing a video, you bastards. The other part of this is almost connected. McCoy Medical Center. Of course you can walk up, and Dr. McCoy is standing right there 100% of the time, and he never leaves or something. And you can just get whatever meds you need to get you through to the next adventure. And but if you have more things going on, well, here's a secondary waiting area outside, or just a hangout area for the settlement. And it's funny that the first time I walked through this, I kind of had some vague ideas of how this would be decorated, and I guess that just never left my mind. And this is exactly what I said in a previous video, that this was going to be kind of a waiting area as you first walk in, some things to read, some chairs to sit in, and of course civilized society. Have a cup of coffee. Well, kids may need some medical attention, so there's a water bubbler and some glasses, comic book, and here's the check-in desk where there's even a clipboard where you sign in. I thought this would be a recovery room, and sure enough, it sure is. I expanded it out to have a couple beds and just some of the normal things you might see in a recovery area, where some chairs where your loved ones or could wait and check up on you and hang out with you. Some books and games and all kinds of flowers. That's kind of hospital room fare. Going back around, couple wheelchairs and supplies, and a medical diagnostic center. And here where Dr. McCoy always stands and he never leaves ever. Damn it. Back behind him, there's a safe where the most expensive things are stored. And there's some medical items, some medications, and some files, and a little bitty research area with some books and a microscope. And then finally, on the first floor, we have the surgery center. Somewhere for a concerned citizen to kind of sit and watch out for you. Have the hospital gurney, medical area, x-rays. And as expected, upstairs is going to be the doctor's house. Has a neat little patio with barbecue and a nice sitting area. More books to read and listen to the radio. Have some beers. Relax after work. And a neat little living room as you first walk in. I don't know why, but I kind of hate doors, if you've noticed. A small dinette. I guess maybe this meal was interrupted. And then a nice kitchen. Oh, there's the doctor. And his bedroom. Little sitting area for getting dressed and bed. Safe back underneath the floor, and a med kit for emergencies. And this cabinet kind of becomes a wall. If you notice, I didn't decorate it very much because even with OCD, decorating that is kind of a pain in the ass, and I just couldn't be bothered on the day that I made that. This was kind of a difficult place to decorate because I wanted to give it a really sunny, open warehouse vibe with tons of windows. So there weren't very many things, weren't very many areas to put things on walls, but it kind of works out okay, I think. And that's about it. I did make some modifications down here to this overhang on the clothier store, and that's a whole new building, but I'll get into that later. That's going to be my apartments for settlers who just kind of wander into the place and need a place to crash. Nothing new over to this side until you get here, and I made this whole, I don't know, this whole structure over to that side, but I'll get into that in a future video, which I think because I've decorated it should be coming soon. But anyways, it's nice to have enough time to put up another video, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.